What's up, guys? Welcome back. Here we are again, Gray Zone Warfare, and this time we're going to do a starter town loot run. This will not break the bank, but if you need money quick and you're just starting out, or if you've lost everything, we all know how that goes. This is the loot run for you. Give it a look and tell me what you guys think. All right, guys, here we go. We're getting started. We're out in the real world now. So first thing you want to do, look at that sunrise. That's the first thing you want to do. And you're going to come to Charlie 1. So Charlie 1, like I said, this is a quick loot run. Doesn't take hardly any time. It's a quick way to make a quick buck and get back in the fray. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit up that criminal hideout. So let's make our way there. All right, guys. So here I am. I'm approaching up on this side. So if you're walking into town, it'd be the right side. Someone already tried to shoot at me. So I came back so quickly and abruptly. But because this is a loot run and we're trying to make money, we're going to go and loot him if we can. Said try to get in and out as quickly as possible, but that doesn't mean nothing. There's always some drama. I'll probably get shot a few times. There's a couple dead bodies up here, but this is where we're going first, so this is where we're gonna have to pay close attention. Okay, so we got him. Well, I guess I can't loot that dead body. I thought I could. I'm worried about what's up in here. There's one. Dead. There'll be more. They'll come funneling. Let them come to you. Don't worry about it. They'll come. There they are. How are you trying to cheat me today? All right. So we're going to work our way around. They're in here somewhere. Okay, I'm getting shot by someone who can't see me. I have no health. Great. All right, that right there. The whole heat flare from a gun, someone shooting you makes no sense to me, but it's this game for you. Okay, there's usually quite a few more people, but the grenade may have cooked them. Could be a couple upstairs, but because there's one. And because I'm hurting and I have no health on me, I don't think I got some fentanyl. There's a guy upstairs. So that's okay. Like I said, this is what it is. We don't part of it. I'm gonna go loot. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that guy. He's probably up there. We'll loot. We'll take that. Take that for right now. We'll look around. Some sunglasses, nothing over there usually though. So anyway, long story short, all we're doing is trying to pick up anything we can, try to make some money back. There's some gauze, maybe that'll help. So we're gonna try to make back what we can. Where'd that gauze go? We try to heal up, friends. Oh, that's a broken bone. I'll take more than that. So we may be. All right. we may be hurt for a while. We'll try another gauze though real quick while we have time. But anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna try to get this house right here. Like I said, this is normally not that extensive. I just got hurt, and it's all about where they're at. There should be a guy upstairs, and we're gonna assume he's right here. Okay, there he is. So that's it for reload. Now let's start looting here. So we got 2 bodies right here. We're gonna take the AKM. We don't want that. We don't want that. What we do want to do is go ahead and inspect. We want to detach the mag, detach that, save some space, and we have plenty of space. We have a Delta, and we'll drop that. Like I said, this is a loot round. We're trying to get back in the fray. Doctor's key, we can sell that. $10. We will take that for right now. We will inspect. We will detach, just for now. Like I said, we might find something better later. But anyway, come out here. There is a wooden equipment box out here if you need it. Little assault backpack. Don't want to take that because I don't want any additional weight outside of things I can make good money on. And I don't see anything. There can be right here. There can be some liquor sometimes, so always keep an eye out for that. I haven't found anything in there. I guess there's a vest right there, but did I check him for money or did I just grab his gun? All right, I did. I'm sorry. Anyway, so long story short, gonna come in here, just double check, make sure we're not leaving money on the tables. I don't think we are. I think that needle's always there. So there we go. So now we're done here. Upstairs, I mean. And we're going to come down here to where the real money is to be made. You got this guy here. Look, he's got some more gauze. We'll use it. And I'm not going to take that. That's probably one of the cheapest guns outside of the V61 or whatever. So bone is broken. So they're going to do nothing. I'll check everything there. I did, yes. Anyway, we're going to check the equipment box because remember, we're trying to make money here. So we are going to, there you go, friends. Right there. That's worth some money. That's about $2,000. So that's a great start to our run. I wish I wasn't dying and bleeding out, but I apologize for the noise. We'll just have to deal with it while we try to make it through. Okay. Last but not least, we have another crate. We will search for it. I have found some really good stuff in here. The big thing that you can find in there that I always look for is the M700. That's the big ticket item right there, which can equate to some... What is that? The glasses. Okay. Couldn't see. Anyway, so that's it. We're going to come out here, loot our bodies, and then we're going to be done. So again, like I said, the whole sole purpose of that was to try to get in there and get that M700. That's big money there, and it's worth something. So we're gonna do this. We'll do this. All right, so we're already getting close to our carry weight, but that's okay. I think there's one more. I was hoping there was one more body in here, but it may not be. Anyway, grenade got him. All right, so we're good for a second. Although we're gonna go to Hilltop Villas next. We're gonna take the easy way. We're gonna try to avoid conflict. Like I said, this is the only place where I know you're going to have some conflict. Everything else is very easily accessed with very little conflict. All conflict will be a choice at some point. And like I said, we're going to try searching dead bodies, or water, which I won't take. I'll just drink. And so when it comes to that, so before we go though, I will say this, like, we've already killed everyone here. This is a prime area to be looking for loot. So this house can have some loot. I found diamonds, jewelry in here. I don't know necessarily if we'll find it every time, but like I said, if you're down bad or you're just beginning the game, you should search everything. I mean, you should try to look for everything you can because money is quickly amassed in this game. So there's a leather belt. You can make money very fast And it's easy to make money if you know what you're doing. A lot of people don't, but I found some jewelry in here before. I didn't see anything that time. So we're going to go on to our destination, and I'm going to show you the route. I would normally wouldn't make you walk through this, but we're pretty close quarters, so we're going to assume we can get over there fairly easily. Oh, sorry. There's some extra cash. So, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to run around this house over to the Hilltop Villas. Now, once we get over here, someone's going to see us. They always do, and they always start shooting you. And I don't know if it's a recognition. There's one. That's probably the guy that always shoots me. There's another one. Okay. Well, what I was saying is, we're over here at Hilltop Villas. We're doing a loot run. Getting interrupted by AI. Okay. There's always someone. He's running. He's right there. He's dead. All right. All right, so here we are. Looting quickly, getting out of the way. I said, you didn't have to do this, but he saw me, so I just wanted to come down here and loot. After that, it was all she wrote, because we're here now, right? So we're going to go ahead and loot this house. We normally don't loot this house because there's no guaranteed loot in it. Again, this is down bad, but like I just said, if you're doing a loot run and you're trying to make money, maybe there's some meds in here. I don't think there are. And you're trying to make some money, you'd be silly to leave money on the table, which is what I always say. So with that said, oh, gotcha. There's the worst gun in the game. But he had $35. Anyway, so just so we're all clear, you know, to get a halfway decent gun in this game, 3,000 to where you can. I feel like you can win. I really like 545 by 39 platforms for early game if you can find them. They're out in the wild. Sawmill is a great place for them. So nothing in here. Kind of a check out here. I've never checked out here. Kind of a waste, and I apologize for that. But like I said, I'll try to make it up to you and good loot. So I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna start. All right, so keep our heads on swivels. Okay, so first things first, this is where we go first. Well, I was going to try to go. So this is where we're going to go first. All right, so here we are. First little guaranteed loot spot. Metal bin, boom, credit card, $40, necklace, watch. All right, so putting the credit card in the wallet, great things, save some space. So good thing about jewelry, money, things like that. Hey, thank you, boys. Good thing about that is that's first off, it doesn't take up much. I have found jewelry in there, so like I said, it is worth your time sometimes. There's a duffel bag here. We'll take the 1911 and we'll drink us a coffee because, you know, why not? We'll put that on the 1911, make it worth a little more. So I'm very curious to see where we end up. And then here you go. Here is another metal box. Another credit card. More cash. Put that in there. And like I said, here we go. We'll go through one more room. There's normally not anything in here. But like I said, if you're doing the run, you know, there is loose loot that can spawn. I haven't found much. Oh, I'm already overweight. Great. How is that possible? Let's see. How is that? What do I have on me? Oh, well, SKS. There you go. Said we start making money. All right, so now we're going to come over here to this house. Cleared. Okay, so anyway, pretty easy so far. Um, if you go the other way, like around the back, snake wine, always check. If you go around the back with little conflict, it's a great way to do it. Like I said, I do it. That's how I normally do it. Very low risk, high reward for this kind of run. Like I said, this ain't gonna make you millions, but you just gotta be careful with the angles and stuff they take because sometimes it can be. So anyway, metal box, another one. Boom, boom, boom. So we're making money right now. This is easy money too. No problems here. Just looking around, make sure I don't miss anything. Civilian loot. Like I said, I found jewelry maybe one time in that, but not often. And then, like I said, I can't ever remember where the medical is. I don't think there is any medical in this one. But long story short, come up here. So we got some water, got some loose loot. Like I said, I haven't found much out there, but you know, if you need some drinks, briefcase. So always search a briefcase. Can be big items like laptops and a ring, for instance. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to find our lucky metal box number 4. Money, watch money. So we're up to $600 in cash. I think we have 3 credit cards, which are 200 each. And we're slowly amassing some cash with this very simple loot run. So what we can do is we can do this one of 2 ways. There is no guarantees at Town Hall, but if you have the key for Town Hall to get into the finance office, you can make big money. So because we're doing a loot run, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take you down there and we're going to see how we do. Hopefully I don't die. Wish me luck. I'll see you in a second. All right, guys, so we're back. If you can see here on the map, we're heading into Town Hall. Like I said, normally you don't have to do this if you just want to get out. I think we'd have about 3,000. Uh-oh. Am I shooting? Somebody is shooting. Like I said, normally we'd have about 3,000 in cash right now. Really? This is stupid. Reloading. Like I said, normally you don't have to do this, but yeah. It's a loot run, guys. Make that money. If you're doing a loot run and you're not like trying to PvP or trying to go hard uh, on some missions, then you've got time. I know you do. Where'd that guy go? It was right here. Y'all see him? There he is. Oh, he's shooting at me. Sorry. I was trying to figure. So the money gets a little better over here, obviously. We'll keep an eye on this window. All right. I thought there was another one, but I don't know where he went. So maybe over here. All right, looting up, moving on. Checking our corners. I think there's health in there, maybe. I'll check. Gonna peek. Keep. He kind of snuck up on me there. Check the body, please. Okay. So you notice I didn't bring much. I didn't anticipate this, but there's the finance office. If you have the key, um, if you have the key, it's well worth your time to come down here. One of the richest areas in the starter town. Just looking for any documents. So lots of opportunity to make money if you have that kind of stuff. Problem is that's a very rare key to find, especially in the update. I had it in the old one, but I have not seen. Just checking to make sure we have no documents or anything worth money like crime-related intel. And then just like I said, if you're here, you might as well check the room. There's another person, maybe upstairs. I heard him. Oh, there he is. Okay. There's a dot key again. Like I said, we can sell that. That's all money right now for me. So I have found lots of liquor on this table. Jewelry, things like that. Obviously, it's completely subjective, but there is money to be made in this room. If you don't know, never ever ever hit that. That's the worst thing in the world. I do that when you got new people and you want to mess with them. And just so you know, if you need it, there's the key for the safe if you have the finance key, which we do not. So if we did, that would be awesome, but we do not. Did I loot this guy? I think we did. Okay, I don't think I looted that guy. Anyway, come in here, last room, offices. I don't see anything crazy. Nothing. Like I said, I was hoping to find the finance key. That's the only reason I keep coming here. I'm using you guys as bait. Good luck charms. There's a helmet on the floor. Some ammo and an ammo box. Not much in here, but it's worth checking out. You're already out. You're already here. And again, nothing that I wanted, nothing I needed. But at the end of the day, like, I'm trying to get this key. So I'm going to check everybody that I can. I'll go check out front. This the last place we're going to try to go is right over there. That place always makes me nervous. Being out front makes me nervous of this place. I can't stand it. There's just so many places they can hide. So I always come around this side. But you have to be careful. Because guys usually sitting here, and I don't see anybody, so we're good. I was hoping there would be a guy over here. Oh, that's a lamp. Okay, I thought it was intel. I was hoping there'd be a guy in here to try to look for that key more. But I don't see anything. Come on, man. Give me a splint. Any other time I can't give a splint away. Oh, there's some round shades. We'll go ahead and take them because we're coming to the end. Okay, so anyway, long story short, that's the end of that. So Town Hall was a bust for us in terms of what our goal was, which is to get the key. Next, we're going to Criminal Hideout, and we're going to wrap up this run. I'll see you. Well, I'm just going to let you stay with me because it's right here. This is just the loot run on the north side of town, too, guys. We've got other places we can go, like the Water Tower. There's just other, like the other hideouts in town. There are other places that are very not. I don't think they're as easy as this. I think the metal boxes that we kind of looted make this run very simple and effective. What was that? That's trash. Keep shooting. Go in here. If you'd have, there's a mission where you have to go in the fridge. One of the in the starter town. Like I said, I think this has already been looted, but I'm gonna try just to see if there's. I have found a diamond necklace there. So like I said, this is completely like, RNG. Anything can spawn anywhere. Sometimes you do see me if I've ran some of these runs many times, and if I haven't found anything, I'll just kind of go about my merry way. Okay, so we're gonna keep our eyes open. We'll keep looking down because there are people pop up in here, which is where we're going to loot. Always check dead bodies, jewelry, chocolate bar. I don't need, but I'll use it because I accidentally picked it up. All right. Just looting. Oh boy, I ain't even got no cash on him. He sucks. Dead body. There's why we loot dead bodies. So it's another necklace. $45. Said everything's in this game for a reason. So here we go. We got to be careful right here. There's people tucked away back here in the back. So I always like to be very cautious. They can be inside. So what I'm going to do, and just so you're clear, there can be loose loot, but I haven't found much. He's still alive. Where did he go? $40. I'll take that. Anyway, let's go see if we can find him. Bitch ass. I ain't gonna die for him, I can tell you that. My AK handguard. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna die for the guy. So I'm not gonna run out there and try to find him. But I'm gonna come in here. Just so you know, there is a mission here, Rat's Nest. We're not doing that today, but we are gonna loot this equipment box because we're here. Commander vest, Alice, and a helmet. Take me over. Nope. And then there's an ammo box. Nothing I'm wanting. Nothing really. Okay. So we're done here. We're heading. I'm sorry. We're in the middle of the road, but we're going to head up here to the old reservoir. But on the way, we do have a house to loot. Alex. Oh, shoot. There it was. That was that dude. Shoot. Freaking heck. All right. So pay him. No, never mind. Anyway. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting shot in the back here. We'll go loot this guy. There is a guy usually walking back in here, which is our primary focus right now. We're not worried about that guy coming up after us. We're more worried about... I'd like to heal. Oh, phone. Hey. Anyway, so we're getting some good stuff. I mean, to come in here with virtually nothing and walk out with, I don't know, let's take a guess how much. I'm going to say $4,500, which isn't terrible. I thought that was a guy. It's not, though. There is a guy somewhere back here roaming. Telling you he's here. There he is. Did he die? Yeah, he died. That's pretty much it. So we're gonna take another AKM just because we can. Let's drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Let's do. Da, 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 da. Now we're gonna be heavy. It's okay because we're almost out. We're almost out. So you come to Old Reservoir, you think, well, what's over here? Nothing really. But the go-to thing that I've always utilized to make money are the hidden caches. Ever since like I started playing, there's money to be made in these. You just have to know where they are, know where to look. $694. That's clearly a huge chunk of change for this loot run, which is what we wanted. So now with that said, we're going to go cash out at Lancer. So I won't make you watch this, and I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, guys, we made it, starter town, but even everybody I think the starter town's harder than like being in the real world, to be honest with you. That's my opinion. So we made it. We have some things we got to get rid of. I'm going to go ahead and start trying to cash this out. I've got a mess over here, but I'm going to cash out, and then at the end we'll kind of like we'll like tally up together. I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, guys, I'm back. So I've got everything. I finally healed myself. So I'm full. So when I tell you I have no room, I have no room, and I have good stuff all around, just trying to keep it. I don't know why I'm hoarding it, but at the same time, I could probably have way more money than what I do, and I have 530,000. It's just from doing loot runs like this and trying to find loot runs to show you guys. So with that said, this is all the stuff that's not in my backpack. So this is the stuff that I had in my plate carrier, and then my safe box, and then obviously I still have the cash and this grip down here, and I'm gonna move it over because I wanted to show you guys. So first things we're gonna do is we're just gonna get rid of this stuff. So we're gonna go to turncoat and get rid of our jewelry. Go ahead and get rid of that too. So there's a cool $600. So we're good. We're all in agreement. So I'm gonna add that money there. So I have night vision goggles and 2 doctor's keys. We'll get rid of the doctor's keys right now for 60. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to handshake and going to get this money here. So there you go. I'm at $3,800. Well, guess what? I still have the backpack of everything that we had. So first things first, we're just going to go to Gunny because we saw snake wine and we know how Gunny likes his snake wine. So we're going to go over here because we saw a piece of jewelry. We'll open that back up and right there. And I do this. Said I have no room. That's really the reason. Artisan. So we have lab rat's going to give us the most for our phone, so we'll do that. And then after we combine all that, I think we're good to just go to Banshee and sell him a lot of stuff. Okay. Yes. So there's that. So last but not least, we're going to go over to Handshake and we're going to sell him the remaining items in our bag, $271 more. And there we have it. Grand total from our loot run was $5,400, $5,470, $470. So that's a big loot run for a starter town. So to recap, very simple. We're going to go to Charlie 1. Or wherever your base is. Charlie 1, you're going to come to the criminal hideout. We searched, we got some weapons from there. We looted around the Hilltop villas, didn't find much. But what we did find was the guaranteed loot in the Hilltop villas, which is this house here and then this house here. That's where the metal boxes were. Oh, guys, I about messed up. I forgot right when we started talking about the Hilltop Villas, and I'll get back to that point in just a second. But we got to go to Artisan and get our $600. So we are now up to $6,070 for a loot run in the starter town that literally took us, it took 30 minutes, but it doesn't have to because we were pretty thorough. So essentially, what I'm getting at is come to Charlie 1, go to the criminal hideout, forget all this mess and go just to this house, The metal boxes are guaranteed loot. That's where the loot was. That's where the money was. We found all the jewelry. We found all the credit cards there, and we found a bulk load of cash in those areas as well. We then proceeded down to criminal hideout. Don't even have to do that. Come straight over to old reservoirs. Get that $600 that was in there. Sometimes it's 600, sometimes it's a gun, sometimes it's other things. I found $2,000 in one hidden cache before, so do not sleep on them. But with that said, boom, 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 up to Lancer, or to be more thorough like we were and to take your time and actually loot around, criminal hideout, Hilltop Villas. If you can find that town hall finance key, you're going to make even more money. That thing can have anywhere $500, $1,200 cash. Criminal hideout, then old reservoirs up to Lancer. There is way more we could do. There's hidden caches here. We're just not going to go there yet because right now we want to keep simple. But I think next time that we do a starter town loot run, we're going to try to go to the south side of town. And I'm going to walk you the lumberyard path. We're going to come to Atlas or come in on Charlie 2. And we're just going to take the lumberyard path, which is very, very similar to what we did here. The problem is with the lumberyard and everything else, nothing is guaranteed like those metal boxes. Those metal boxes are guaranteed money, guys. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please like the video. It helps build the channel, and subscribe. Hit the noti bell. That way you can get notified when other videos come up. We're going to be trying to do at least 3 a week to try to, maximize the Gray Zone Warfare and help build the community. So I appreciate everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next one.